the past 6 years, Selling Made Simple Academy has genuinely exploded. Over 2,000 students, around 990 million earned by our members each year in total revenue, more than 20 proven frameworks taught, implemented, and coached to success, and we're not showing any signs of slowing down either. And we win by making selling simple. So today I'm going to break down our unique sales methodology step by step in this video, and with it you can start simplifying your sales process and hopefully leveling up your sales career today. Hi, my name is Will and I make selling simple. Now, before we get into our unique sales methodology, let's first take a look at what we're going to run through in this video. We're going to take a look at why you should be using selling frameworks. Then we're going to jump into the simple selling method. And we're going to break down the simple selling method into 3 unique skill sets: understanding the market, getting in front of buyers, and then explaining the value. If you can manage those 3 steps, you will crush it in modern B2B sales. Does that sound good? Okay, well, let's dive right into it. And we'll start things off by answering one question. Why the heck do we use frameworks? Well, first and foremost, one of the biggest problems I've seen with our students over the last few years is, well, they come into the program and the training confused. They've got a million different methodologies and programs and training and the books and whatever it is, pulling them in a million different directions. And instead of taking steps forward, they tend to just go round and round and round in circles. The problem is that they're just massively overcomplicating things. Best-selling author Greg McKeown said the same thing on a recent Salesman podcast interview.
So much of what we do in management, in sales, in life, is making things more complicated than they need to be.
Now, what's great about using our step-by-step frameworks is that all of the guesswork and the confusion gets taken out of the equation completely. Instead of wondering what the next step is in the sales process and pondering and reinventing it every prospect that you engage with over and over and over again, the next step is specifically outlined. And that means that you tick this box, move the sales forward, get the deal done. So that's the importance of frameworks. Now let's talk about the simple selling method. And this method is built on 20 proven step-by-step selling frameworks. These frameworks have helped more than 2,000 of our students earn nearly $1 billion in new revenue every single year. They really are that effective. So let's do a quick overview of what these frameworks cover, what they look like, and maybe you can implement some of this yourself today. But if you really want to deep dive into this and you want the coaching that helps you implement it, refine the process, and make more deals happen, then head over to salesman.com to take a closer look at what we do. Okay, so the first step of this entire process is to understand your market, because if you don't know who you're selling to and why your prospects buy, you're going to waste tons and tons of time trying to sell the wrong things to the wrong customers with the wrong message at the wrong time. If you want to master your understanding of the market, you need to know how to, 1, sell by the numbers. Because whether you like it or not, sales is a numbers game. Doesn't matter what way you cut it. And the better you are at leveraging the numbers, the more consistently you're going to be able to hit your goals time and time again. 2, you've got to understand proper value proposition design. Your value proposition is going to dictate the messaging that you're going to send to your customers, your sales process, and just about everything that you do as a sales rep. So you're going to make sure that you're creating value propositions that resonate with the market. 3 is the buyer's journey. This framework helps students understand how their buyers move through the 5 stages of awareness and shows you how you can map your product's unique value to your buyer's journey so that when you send them a message, they actually want to read it and respond to it, which makes, of course, the whole prospecting process a lot more seamless. And the 4th skill of understanding your market is to build a prospecting list. Because how can you keep bringing in new qualified buyers into your sales cycle if you don't have a list of them to work through each either month or quarter? So that's an overview of understanding the market. The next skill set is getting in front of those buyers. Now, depending on your marketing department and the organization that you work for, you might already be getting some inbound leads, which is awesome. But if you want real control over your success and your earning potential, you need to be able to generate new outbound leads. First off, knowing how to build an effective sales cadence. That means understanding the steps of a cadence, the order that they go in, and using templates at each step to speed up the entire process. Number 2, you've got to have an effective cold email process. Our frameworks enabled you to separate your messaging from the thousands and thousands and thousands of other emails that your buyers are receiving every single day. Number 3 is cold calling. And let's face it, cold calling isn't every rep's favorite part of the job. But guess what? It's downright necessary if you want to become a high earner. That's why we developed our 5-step cold calling framework, and it's pretty damn proven at this point to generate cold calling success. And last but not least is social selling. This social selling framework is going to allow you to develop what we call the lead generation flywheel. That practically, once you've built enough momentum, is going to help you sell whilst you sleep. So that's understanding your marketplace. That's getting in front of your buyers with cadences and the steps of a cadence. Next, we've got to explain the value when we get the prospect on the phone or over a Zoom call. And this one is made up of 6 different skills. First off, we've got to learn how to run what we call a diagnosis call. Because more leads doesn't necessarily mean more sales. You've got to make sure that your prospects are qualified, you've got to do discovery with them, and you do this via a diagnosis call. After that, you need to know how to conduct an effective sales demo. A product demo is one of the most powerful tools in your sales toolbox when you do it well. And this framework takes all of the guesswork out of implementing an effective sales demo. Number 3 is mastering the art of the upsell. Because your existing customers, and most salespeople don't realize this for whatever reason, are some of the best opportunities that you have for making serious money and driving serious revenue. After all, they already know the value that you deliver. You've already got a level of trust with them. All it takes is following up with them regularly using our proven upsell framework. Number 4, we have competitor account takeovers. And this is a bit of a tricky skill to learn, but once you do learn it and you implement this framework, you're going to open the door to leads that, well, they already understand the value that you offer, and they may actually be easier to close than other types of sales leads. Because again, they already know the value because they're leveraging a competitor. They've already got budget because they've already gone through that process with a competitor. And if your competitor has slipped up, they might be begging for you to come in and close them on some new business. And speaking of closing, that's the next framework that we cover. And there are plenty of misconceptions about what closing is and how it should be done. But in this framework, we cut through all of the bullshit and we look at a closing method that works like a charm. It's simpler than any of the other strategies out there. It's just 2 simple questions that you've got to ask over and over and over again. And the last framework, but certainly not the least valuable, is the earning referrals framework. Because if you can consistently earn referrals from your satisfied customers, you're going to build this feedback system into your sales prospecting. You're going to get a deal done, you're going to get a referral, you're going to get a deal done with that referee, they're going to introduce you to a couple more people, and over and over and over you go. Your reliance on doing outbound prospecting starts to drop over time, and the effectiveness of your time and your sales process goes up as you get more and more referrals coming into your system. And all you've got to do to implement this is to follow this 4-step framework. So there you have it. The secrets of Selling Made Simple Academy revealed. The mysteries solved. Now you know the exact steps for each one of our selling frameworks. And the only thing that is missing from what I've shared in this video is the coaching element of the program. And the coaching is there because most salespeople just can't do this alone. Just like how I have a boxing coach to give me real-time feedback on where I'm going right and where I'm going wrong, salespeople often need a coach to help them implement these frameworks and rapidly move towards sales success. You don't want to be practicing this on your paying customers. You want to practice this on coaching calls with a group of people who are on your side, who want to see you have success. And then when you go into the marketplace, you're going to absolutely dominate it. Head over to salesman.com if you want to learn more about how we offer you unlimited coaching on top of all these frameworks and the training. And you'll see how we guarantee that you're going to find and close more deals in the next 30 days or your money back. And with thousands and thousands of Selling Made Simple Academy members doing nearly $1 billion in annual revenue each year, you're going to be in good company as well. So there we go. If you enjoyed this video, why not click the video that's on the screen right now? Continue making selling